want smoke, though. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, though. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, though. You don't want problems. No, I say you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, though. You don't want. Yeah, call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard for your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my home team. I'ma let it go like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke. You don't want problems. I say you don't want problems. You don't want smoke. Yeah, I put so my frustration. I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young black and gifted, masterpiece. My masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Got it, I got it. My homies know you ain't got it. We break you down like the plan. I got it. The planets surround me. I'm corrupted. Flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for it. You got to love it like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like yeah. And it feel like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move. First down. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. That now running right through it. A yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. This drive is turning to an extended one. And the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a Lonnie Burns guy.
Damn, Cliff, what you doing? Shitting, boy? What the hell?
I'm not too sure how many guys going to want to run up and tackle him.
Yeah, I just ran a check up on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me while I sell. I could get it by myself. 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 I can get it by myself. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve. Right before I leave, press that like I'm Eno. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish it's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves. Yeah, I just ran a check up on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me while I sell. I could get it by myself. way. Take you through my day-to-day. Work and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way, cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold, I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Said I'm getting thick, so I put it on display. Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord.
Man, we gonna have to play later or something.
Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails.
Man,
Man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
I really don't want to play shit. I just took an L in the playoffs. I ain't with this shit. Fuck. I'm suffering from fucking defeat. Ain't this some shit? And then he want to take a shit soon as it's time to play. What type of shit is this? Man. There you go, Clip. What the hell you over there doing? Goddamn. I'm trying to test out my rookie. You over there on the toilet. They passed the shit out of this shit, though. We ready, though. Fucking tired girl. That motherfucker. Who the hell got the Rams over here? Shit. What's going on, Mike?
Hey, what's going on?
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Oakland Raiders. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Set, hut. Look at Pittsburgh. There, right there, 56. Let's go, defense.
On first down, it's Harrison. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Stumbling all
now
over
Haskins to throw on 2nd down. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Cleveland Farrell in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Got on this team. Got your boy. Got
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
maybe.
You ain't doing nothing today.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now, here we go. 180. Hey, we're good. We're good. You 180. It's me and you. Wait, hey. Hey, turn it up. Turn it up. 93. Hey, Foxtrot. Foxtrot.
To throw, it's Carr. He gets it to Brown. Good play. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. And that'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr, and a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, you know, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He's airing it out for Williams. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
What's the triangle?
It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 5-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Second down, Haskins. Complete, Richardson has it. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 11 yards there, first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
Turn around. I gotta adjust
Now the extra point.
I click on it, they make me turn around in a fucking circle.
And that makes it 7-zip Oakland.
I gotta go in the lane.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now a guy who played his college ball here in the Bay Area, and that's Stanford's Bryce Love. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
There you go. Come on with that blitz.
Haskins on 3rd down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chain.
We got to take our time. Because obviously, this packed.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Is he running that cover 2 sink shit too?
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
On 2nd and 10, Carr got a man. It's Brown. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and dropped shy of the 45. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Oakland, the homestanding Raiders with the football here. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out.
Down. 180. Hey, we're good, we're good. 180.
To throw his Carr. And he'll find Moreau here.
I got you, boy.
Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
They run it with Jacobs. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Check. Express. Who's that? Is that yours? Who's that? Hey, Raiders.
Carr. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick 1st down. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Go. Motion. Reset.
Mike,
They'll try the left side. Harrison. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach, because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Send that blitz, Cliff.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. It's complete to Hopkins. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Haskins gets this to Reed and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll run on 1st down. It's Harrison. Oh, look at that hurdle, and now some room to run. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
You will be the MVP.
A great effort there with his 1st career touchdown in his 1st career game. As they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Hopkins with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Let's play a little defense, fellas.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. That's pulled in at the 32. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check 26, check 26. Check, cross.
Here's Haskins to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Landon Collins. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
On 2nd and 9, Carr, a screen complete to Crowell. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you gotta like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, and all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Carr. And incomplete.
Well, they've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the 1st half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And unable to connect on the long pass. He actually brings it in, but he was out of bounds, incomplete. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
On 2nd and 7, Haskins. And the Raiders have got him. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. We talk about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Redskins send out their punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Now Brown with his stick skills. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
On 2nd and 9. Carr, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That would be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim.
Let's go, rookie.
Fielded at about the 28. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
There you go. Press me. There you go.
Now Haskins on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up in that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action now. Haskins. He finds Hopkins complete. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much time to think.
They come out here in the eye.
Blitz.
On the ground, Geis. And he is
Damn,
into the
I
end
got the wrong
zone.
nigga in the
Touchdown,
game.
Redskins.
I didn't want Geis in no fucking touchdown.
Darius Geis taking it in. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 14-10.
Even though we just got our ass slaughtered in the playoffs.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Giants put up 40 on them. See you soon.
Fielded about a yard deep.
Put up points like that. You know when the FA and got on the playoffs.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
That nigga got them Falcons. He be getting his ass smacked. That team so fucking
The Raider
loaded.
offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up
We knew he was
going
gonna come
nowhere.
back
But you
in.
know
That's
how
why I
in
shot
baseball,
in
when the
there.
pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing on second down. Carr. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
.637. Check 91. 91 is the mic. Mike 90. Express. 3 buck. 91 is the mic. I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
He gonna send your boy that way to try to
and a
throw me off.
terrific return
He sent
as he takes
Antonio
this thing
Brown
all
on
the
the
way
other
down
side,
near the 20-yard
thinking I was
line.
gonna follow his route on the dummy route
Timing is
and
everything
shoot
on
it
a
back
route
to
like
your boy.
this. He tried to drive
Come on,
that
man.
football
Y'all
into a
got it.
tight
Come on,
spot.
dog.
And if you're a little
Come on.
early or a little
I mean,
late,
come on.
chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this
come
one's
on,
going the
man.
other way.
That's elementary. Even though I overran the route with Collins, he gonna beat me playing like that.
They're running it.
I like that, you buddy.
Let's go right here. 36.
On first down, Harrison. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Harrison, you ain't got 100 yet?
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set
I
him
got
up.
50.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Harrison. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that they were right about this one.
And I got to figure it out quick.
They come out here in the eye.
Check 55 to Mike. Too little, got
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Hopkins with the extra point. Around the NFL, third quarter now up in Seattle. Now you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL.
I just wish I was able to laugh first.
At their own 25-yard line.
For that damn playoff.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
So I can pick that shit.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain there of 30 big ones. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Corral. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The 20. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Now Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete.
No, sir.
And he will lose yardage here at the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Carr now to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when and told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Get your 3 and be proud of yourself, Jay.
And this one is right through. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Oh, man, they put what's the name in? The love in the game. Fuck.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone knows to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Gotta build him up. got to get that superstar trade.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Bandit. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Haskins. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete.
I got you, baby boy.
It's a gain of 5, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Damn, Dennis beat that boy 44 to 9. Holy shit.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Oh, wait a minute, Cliff. I ain't gonna let you do that to me.
On 3rd down, here's Love. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. At a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Where the fuck is the ball spotted at, dog?
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Last time they were going to get 3.
Oh, hell no.
That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something
and that
out of
shit
the ground.
fucked up the game.
They'll take it. I like the
Man,
way
you
you
gotta be
described
fucking
it.
kidding
Not
me, dog.
ideal, but they'll
They
take
always
it. Anything to
fucking
put some
up a
points
good
on the
game.
board.
God
But this time
damn.
on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal
complaining
kicker
ass
trot on the
Twitter
field.
niggas,
They
man.
want that ball in the end
How
zone.
the fuck he on the fucking 47,
After the
dog?
loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Carr. And he will
Shit,
not
man.
get away from
This
the
nigga
pressure
went out
here.
of bounds
Carr
on the
taken
1 yard
down.
line. They put him on the
Montez
fucking
Sweat
49
able to
yard
get in
line,
there for
dog.
his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long.
They probably fucked up this game.
Express.
Shotgun now for Carr. Going up
No,
top.
sir.
And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty.
I'm trying to figure out
And
how
it's
the fuck
4th
he ended
down.
up on the 40-something
Trying to
yard
erase
line,
that
though.
deficit all at once. One big
Man,
shot. He
I
took
knew
it.
they was gonna fuck
Unfortunately
this
for
game up. I
him,
knew it.
incomplete.
I knew they was gonna fuck it up. That's all they do is fuck up.
One score down. Here we go.
Man.
They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Come on, AB. What you got for me? I got my rookie out here, Jack. He need an interception. Now try me.
The Raiders do snap it. It's Carr. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
How you catch it? One hand. Shit. What is motherfucking finger. I don't like it. You gonna run this defense on me?
Every day, any day, whatever.
Haskins going to try to throw it. Going deep for Hopkins.
Pass
And look at this. They get the turnover
Pass
they needed. It's intercepted.
Shit.
Picked up by Carl Joseph.
Look at this shit.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20.
Man.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
That boy dove in the end zone like it was like that. No, sir. My ball. What the fuck is you diving in the end zone for? You ain't got time. Nigga, you got 1 minute and 41 seconds. You don't have time to dive. What the fuck is going on? Dog. I was way back there. What's this one right here?
What twist?
Hey, man, this game fucked up. Oh, man, this game is
They'll
fucked
run
up.
on first down. Harrison. And now
Now, let
the
me
rookie's free.
celebrate, motherfucker.
And he takes it in. Touchdown,
Hey, this game,
Washington.
I swear I was
A
back
great
across
effort
yonder.
there.
Oh, but
Now
that
with
was
his
a pass
third
interference
touchdown
there.
and his first ever NFL game. And the
He
Redskins
got
are
both
able to stretch the
touchdowns,
lead out further.
How many yards he got on the ground? I need 150. We're going to get 150 even with this
Extra
pass.
point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up
Where's the
successful.
pass? I just lost in the playoffs, too. Fuck.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
New York Giants.
The Raiders take over first and 10.
Well, you next. Waiting on you to get your shit together. I know you coming.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs.
Throw it to him.
He's going to let it fly. And that's
Oh,
caught.
hell
Inside the
no.
30.
He looked like my guy.
And all the way in. Touchdown.
It easy to be
Oakland.
jumped, but I got to remember this
Antonio
simulation.
Brown.
I haven't played on
75
competitive with this new patch
yards.
yet.
As they're now just an extra point
I
away
don't
from
play
getting
play
back
hard
within
for,
one score.
Whenever they advance. Look how Collins normally picked that.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for one here.
Still game time.
And it's good, so that will get them back within one score. A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick.
I push onside recovery, and then ain't nobody moving.
And this is going to be covered up by the Redskins. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football, that's their mantra.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Harrison. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should
It's
just
time.
about
You
seal
gonna
it.
put running that cover 4 show 2 shit. That shit do not stop the run. As I'm playing, I'm learning how to adjust to this
Now
pass.
it's Hopkins to add
It's
the
gonna
extra
be over
point.
for niggas here soon. I lost the playoffs. I ain't gonna lose too many games, Jack.
And he's been a busy man, 5
Once
for
I
5
figure
now
out
as he
that
knocks
little
another
small
one through
hesitation on
to
how to
extend the
run
lead.
from tripping over that blocker, niggas dead.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Get ready.
Let's run a couple of my new places that I just discovered.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple.
No,
One
if he
play
gonna- he
drive,
gonna try
one
to aim
pass.
me.
Maybe they just want to do that again,
Test.
right?
You
He
ain't got
can't
time.
avoid the pressure. Redskins
made
get
sure of
there.
that.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. Hey, Delta. 91 is the mic. Mike 91.
Yeah, let's get second.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So we erase the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use
I'm into
addition to the
AV
pencil.
And those last for a
long time,
no doubt.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? To throw, it's Carr. Got a man, it's Brown.
He had
They call
position.
his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Carr to throw. He's going to let it fly.
No, sir. No, sir. That's my rookie. That's my
And this is
rookie.
intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Now the return will stop right around the 25.
God damn it.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Give me about 5
The
more
last play
yards.
got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Harrison. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. It's going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Washington, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
See what my rookie did. That nigga like a 69 overall, dog. I'm satisfied.